Our first guest tonight is an Oklahoma-born superstar with more than 2 decades of chart-topping hits. His latest is called Texas. It is named after the state. Please say hello to Blake Shelton. I'm going to introduce you 3 times tonight. I've done 2 already. Thanks for winging it and singing it. You know, many are fearful of that.
I hope that doesn't air.
It aired. It's aired. Yeah. We really could have.
Let's talk.
We could have got you in a huge amount of trouble with that. You realize you owe us in a way.
I owe you? What are you talking about? That's humiliating.
Can you imagine what I could have put on those cards?
You've never had a guest on this show that actually genuinely wanted to do that.
I've never had a guest.
I've seen it.
I've never had a guest on the show
Chris Stapleton
who genuinely wanted to do anything.
You made him cry. He cried after the show, I know.
No, yeah. Chris Stapleton was thrilled because John Stamos appeared, and apparently Chris loves John Stamos. Yeah, go figure.
Everybody loves John.
Everybody does love. You're right. Absolutely right.
Man.
Now you are currently preparing for a Las Vegas residency at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace.
Yes.
How many shows are you doing there?
Well, residency is a stretch, I think. In fact, Gwen gets a little bit irritated when she reads or when she sees this. She's going to be like, "Quit calling it a residency," because it's 6 shows that I'm doing.
And Gwen did how many shows?
Oh, she did like 60 or 70 shows, you know. I was at her first 8 shows in a row, so I know what that's like, and that's why I said, all right, 6, I'm good with 6, I think, you know.
So you're doing even fewer shows than you watched in this residency. Yeah, that's not a residency. I don't think that's like I feel like you could leave a parakeet at home for 6 nights. And it would be fine. It has to be like more nights than you can keep a pet alive.
Live.
Yeah.
It would still live if you got to water it or feed it.
What are you going to do in Vegas? Do you like Vegas?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I've been there over the years, but it's like, one night. I used to host the awards there with the ACM awards and things, and then I've done tons of shows. I have a bar there now.
Right, I saw that. Yeah. When did that open? Recently, right?
We did the official opening in April, and so that's.
Will you go to your bar?
That's your hometown.
It is my hometown.
You know that?
Oh, you can have a lot of fun in Vegas. There's things for you there, for sure. I know you have to work at night, and you probably can't do a ton of walking around because you're too big. People notice you.
They gave me the key to the Strip.
Oh, yeah.
So that gives me special access.
I got bad news for you. You know, it doesn't do anything. I got one of those, too. It is absolutely nothing. Like, the maids have more access to the Strip than you do. They don't even use a key. It's all key cards. If they give you the key card to the Strip, you got something on your hands. Yeah. So you stood there.
I feel so honored to have it now. Thanks.
What do you do with something like that, like the key to the Strip?
I have just our bar in the house. I put, all the stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's an area separated from Gwen's nice stuff.
Right. It's like, that's where all the deer horns are and belt buckles, things like that.
Yeah, all the belt buckles.
Yeah. You can't throw away a good belt buckle.
It's hard though, because what are you going to do with that stuff? You can't throw it away, right?
Right. But and then what if somebody that knows the guy that gave me the key to the city finds it in the trash?
I know. I get books and people will sign them to me and I'm like, all right, I'm going to donate this to whatever. And I'm like, oh, my name's in this thing. Now I got to burn it or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm the governor of Florida.
That flamethrower you gave me, I'll let you borrow it.
Oh, yeah, I would like to use that. Yeah. But speaking of the flamethrower, I was thinking about some things you could do while you're in Vegas. Did you know you can launch a grenade in Las Vegas? They have a place where you can do that. You could drive a tank, not just a regular tank, a monster tank in Las Vegas.
Is this a commercial for Las Vegas or what? I have a new single out. I'm trying to sell some music.
Well, listen, I'm trying to. I know you're going to be in Vegas for almost a whole week, so I want to make sure that you're.
6 shows. That's a lot for me. That's like an entire year's work for me.
You do a lot of complaining on stage. Is that fair to say?
Yes,
Yeah.
you've seen the interview so far. So.
Not just this stage, but we'll show this. Let's look at a clip here.
What is
The other thing I hate too, I see country singers doing this all the time. Y'all do this. Nobody wants to do that, man. Nobody in here wants to stand there tonight and go. They're waving a cab down or something. And they're Ubering. I'm right here.
That bothers you, huh?
Yeah, why do people do that? Why does that? Nobody in the audience. Does one person in the audience want to stand out there and do this all night?
It gives them something to do, I think. What else bothers you? You know,
it just makes the artist feel like they've got this control over the crowd. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, that's nice.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's not good?
Well, I mean, you know.
What about the thing where...
Why can't we can't just toast or something?
Well, you might not have a drink. What about that thing where people go like this? I hate this. This I don't like.
The point?
Yeah, it's like a point. It's like, yes, like I'm the one keeping you going or something like that.
Here's the other one that's awkward for me is when you look out there and they're doing this
weird,
deal.
yeah.
But with my crowd, with my audience, it's always like some big cowboy out there. You know, it looks... It's weird, you know? It's weird.
And then you feel like a jerk if you don't do it back because these are strangers going, I love you, and you're like, yeah, me not so much. What about like people who videotape the whole thing? Is that, when you're on stage, is that something that you notice and bothers you?
You know, to be honest, at that point, I have their money. So, you know, it's like, you want to film? I don't care. Let's just be honest.
Do you enjoy being on the road?
Yes, but that's why I keep it. I want to not get tired of it again. Like, you know, we used to hit it hard, you know, I mean, like a lot, you know. So now I do like total of like maybe 30 shows a year total. And that way, you know, I'm fired up when I get to go do it.
You're going back on tour after the Vegas week. Week is what we're calling it.
What are you talking about? It's a residency. The people in Las Vegas said it. The people that launched grenades said it.
Are you traveling by bicycle now, or is it still on the bus? This is from your trip to Rome. Gwen
Why the hell do I come on this show?
I don't know. Gwen brought this to us when she was here a couple months ago, and she said that you were...
oh, my God.
You were not
That's one of those pictures, you know, sometimes you see a picture of yourself, and then at first it's alarming. You see it like a year later, and it's like, man, it wasn't so bad, you know. That one is worse every time I see it. It's like everything about it that's like...
Yeah. And yet it's nothing, I mean, you're not doing anything embarrassing. You're just riding a bike.
Yeah, but I just look stupid.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? So we're in, see? I feel like that's a real laugh. Like, that's not like a television moment you're trying to create here.
It's hard to even figure out, like, why is this embarrassing? And yet somehow it is, yeah. I think it's the glasses and the helmet that take it over the top, you know?
You know what's sad? I hate whoever took that picture. If I can find it. That was we were in Rome when they took that picture.
Yeah.
And Gwen booked this trip, and she booked everything that we did along the way on the trip. And so I didn't look, you know, it's like, yeah, I'll do whatever. We're in Rome, when in Rome, you know?
Right, well,
so we get up, and it's like, hey, today is the bicycle tour, you know? And I'm going, okay. And we go down, and our youngest, Apollo, can't even get on the thing, you know? And I didn't want to get on the thing because this is my biggest fear, you know, not just that photo. And if you knew my friends, you can't even imagine. This is bad enough.
Yeah, you know, I can imagine what, yeah.
I was on that thing maybe 2 minutes.
Is that right?
Someone took that damn picture before I said, you know what, I'm done.
Well, at least you have vacation photos. I mean, that's nice, right?
Yeah, it's
incredible. All right, we're gonna. You know what we're gonna do? Oh, I've got some more pictures I'd like to share when we come back with Blake Shelton, who's here. We'll be right back. We are back with Blake Shelton. This is his new single. It is called Texas. This is your first single in 2 years?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Well, I had the song with Post Malone.
That's right.
This summer.
Right.
And it reminded me, oh yeah, I should be doing this again. So.
Is that really what made you think I should?
Yeah, it's kind of a kick in the butt a little bit to get me going again.
Post Malone started at hip hop, then he did some pop music, and now he did a country album.
Country.
Will you go the other way and perhaps move towards hip hop?
Oh, of course.
I think that'd be a great look for you. You think that bicycle was embarrassing?
Wait till you hear the new single. You're not going to believe it.
Does the single mean there's a new album that will follow?
Yeah, some point. I don't know, but
You haven't recorded it? You
one step at a time.
And
This was a lot of work for me to come here and promote one song. So
this is this single comes out on the same day as Gwen's new album.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys plan that? Is
No.
that intentional?
No, and I'll tell you something else funny too, or it's not that funny to her. Is with the single, my single and her album both came out exact same day, and I knew she had shot a music video for her song, somebody else's, but I had not seen it because she's very, protective when she's going through the editing process.
Oh, really?
I want you to see the final product. Well, it was taking a long time. And then in the meantime, I went and shot the video for Texas, and I was showing her the video, and she said, "Oh my God, that's my exact same video that I filmed for my song."
Is it true?
The exact same thing happens in both videos. The exact same thing.
You really were meant to be
And there's
together.
like this weird thing that it's like, we find there's this suitcase that needs to be taken out in the country and buried and hidden, which I still don't even know for sure why. But it happens in her video that I didn't know about, and it happens in my video that she didn't know
This
about.
sounds like, to me, it sounds like a Hallmark Christmas movie.
I'm a sucker for that.
I know you love Christmas music. You listen to it frequently. This is really, you guys could make a very romantic film out of this.
Well,
You have a song in a Christmas movie.
best Christmas pageant ever.
The best Christmas pageant ever, which I've been reading about. It's supposedly a great movie.
Great. It's incredible. It's an incredible book, and then they made an incredible movie out of it. A guy named Dallas Jenkins, who created the Chosen, and Gwen and I were big fans of that series, and got addicted to it, and I had put out on social media like, hey, I recommend this series to you guys, and Dallas had seen that and found out how to get in touch with me, and said he was making this movie and wanted to know if I would record a song for the movie.
That goes to show you, don't ever post compliments.
Oh,
It just turns into work.
it turns into more work. But it did. I ended up going in and recording Go Tell It on the Mountain.
Oh, all right.
So it's the big ending of the movie. You'll see it on there. So.
All right. Well, you're gonna go change outfits where you put on.
I got to put on my rap stuff.
Something
We're gonna go out
dazzling.
there, a hip-hop outfit on.
Gonna throw down with Blake Shelton. That's Texas. It is out now.